Hey guys, it's Sandy. So I have been off of YouTube for a little while, and I just wanted to get back on. Now I'm back on, just did some traveling, took a little break, but I want to get back on here because things are getting worse. It's not getting better, things continue to get worse. And while I was outside today, you can see that it was chilly. I had to cover up my ears and put on a little jacket today because it's chilly in Ohio right now. We're going to have just some cool temps coming in. We'll still have some warm temps because that's the way October is for us. But we're having some cool temps, and I'm not used to the cooler temps yet. Because of that, it really had me start thinking about the poor people in Europe and what is going on over there and what could very well be coming for them this winter. Things are not good, not at all. I have read a lot about this and just been listening. I enjoy traveling in that part of the world, and so I've just been more invested in what's going on over there. And the poor people, I just hurt for people, because there's going to be a cold winter, most likely, very cold. So parts of Europe get cold, and even if it's not extreme cold, it's in the 60s here in Ohio right now. Granted, we're not used to this weather yet, and so it feels cooler, but our heat's been on for a few weeks already, just because we got to get that coolness out of the house. Not cold even, just the coolness. So what is it going to feel like when it actually really does get cold? We get cold temps in Ohio, not like we used to years and years ago, but it gets cold. Here, we get snow, it gets cold, so I know what cold feels like. And there are parts of Europe that get very cold. And look at this. This is an article that I had seen and read about Czech Republic. Look at the students that are sitting in classroom with blankets around them. The school bought blankets for them. They have to start turning down the heat. And they're already talking about at what temperatures would they need to just close for a holiday. So this is really affecting, it's only October, and it's already starting to affect people in Europe as far as heat. It could be a very cold, long winter. Now, somebody that I really think you should listen to, she has like 1 million followers, and I've been listening to her for a long time. I really like her, is Survival Lilly. And she's one that after I heard her video, quite a few days ago, I was like, oh my goodness. She's talking from Europe about what is coming and what's going on, and about how people are trying to get wood stoves. You can't get them. They're out of stock. They're either super expensive. People cannot get them. They can't get the wood that they need. What are they supposed to do? I think that the elderly will be ones that really are hurt, because the elderly, can't get out and do the things that younger generations can. And not everybody can afford to just go buy a wood stove. Not everybody can afford to just be able to go and buy all the wood they need, and all the supplies that they need to stay warm. So listen, this is most likely coming to Europe unless something turns around and somebody is able to make changes that will get the fuel to Germany and other parts of Europe, that they will be able to heat, their houses and businesses. Businesses too. Who's going to go to businesses whenever it's cold to sit in there? Who wants to go and have a piece of cake whenever you're sitting there frigid? And the business can't afford to heat their own house and heat their business. There's a lot that goes into this. And then what about the gasoline prices and the food prices? Inflation is everywhere. It's around the whole world. We are really seeing it in America. The supermarkets are just getting so expensive. I go in each time, and whenever I look at my cart, I'm like, what did I even get? I mean, I really didn't even get that much. And it's $100, $120. And it's whenever I've just gotten very little stuff is what I feel like. If it's a big trip, then I'm just like, oh my goodness, that was a lot of money. So, you guys, once again, could this happen in America? What if we have brownouts or blackouts? How they keep on talking about our grid, our electrical grids here in America. What if they start going out? They're old. They haven't been updated. What about the Hoover Dam? What about the Lake Mead? You know, these are places that supply electric to the states out west. Are they going to be able to continue? You know, it's getting dicey out there too. So maybe they don't need heat in Las Vegas or California like we need heat in Ohio, but they need the electric. What about what's happening in California? Are they going to have blackouts all summer? Or winter? Winter. Moving into winter. We've got to talk about winter. In the summer, it's hot. But if it is hot and you don't have electric, it's hot, but you can get by. If it is winter and you don't have a backup source of heat and your electric goes out, it's cold and people die from freezing to death from cold. I know you're going to say, well, people also die from heat. I know they do, but we can usually find shade to be able to at least start to cool our bodies down. If it is, you know, heat, we can get water and stuff. If it's wintertime, it's hard to get warm. If you don't have a source of warmth somewhere. Standing under a tree like you would whenever you were hot doesn't help any. So listen, you guys, things are getting serious. They really are. And you need to think, look what's happening in Europe. Pray for the people of Europe. Anybody who's watching this that is overseas that can actually give a true account of what's going on, please do. You know, please share in the comments. It's how we learn from each other. And I really do read all of them, and they're important. They're really important so we can all know what's going on. But also, those of us that are in North America, we need to make sure that we have some kind of backup, because it doesn't mean that it can't happen to us too, that something can't happen in America. Absolutely not. I know Americans always think that nothing's going to happen to us, but that is not true anymore. Maybe I did think that before, but I don't think that anymore. Be able to have a backup source of heat. Think about this. If you don't have a wood stove, then if you have gas, if you have blankets, wool socks are very, very good. Wool gloves. Make sure you have really warm hats. This is actually not a really warm hat. It's a nice hat just for, you know, cool days, but get really warm hats. Make sure you have stuff in your house for your family. You guys, it's serious. It is serious. So think about this in a serious way, not a scared way. People that are scared don't do well, but it is serious, and winter's coming. You need to make, you know, get some things in order now. All right, until next time, I'm out.